So I think I should be live right now. If not, just we can wait for a minute and then start the stream. Just give me a second. I want to you open both the streams, Twitter and YouTube. Okay, YouTube stream is up. On Twitter, yes, Twitter stream is also up. I just have to tweet. I just have to tweet I'm live and then we can start. Okay, so yesterday we worked on this part, right? This modifying the event and testing it. So today we can run the indexer and test it out if it actually works or not. Command is pnpm-dev. So we should stop this and change the block number to something recent. We can go to config, find the Ethereum config and get the block. So right now block is this block number 12312. We can go back 500,000 blocks on Ethereum, and on RBScan we can go back like a million blocks. Now we can run pnpm-dev again and hopefully it should start. Yes, you see. Okay, I assume this much that okay, we can test this thing by going to localhost 8080. Now we already have our last query here, so let's run it, and we have one we have 10 intents which are filled, so that's a good thing. Let's get a, no, not destination, we want source. So we didn't select source transaction hash, no we did destination transaction hash and PQRS. There is no source transaction. Why? Okay, we can stop it. USD, okay, this should be null. Are all source transaction hash? Yes, all of them are empty. Okay, we sure can we check source transaction hash which is not empty? Okay, there is not equal to field there. So go to source transaction hash. Let me zoom in. Not equal to whatever this is. Okay, I guess we don't have any intents where source transaction hash is there. I'm not sure if it's a logical error or funds deposited for those transaction for those intents is not indexed yet. So I am confused about it. But let's see. Let it run. Okay, it is gonna take a while. Oh, Solidity moves. Someone is here. That's great. Hey, hi. Hi, Solidity moves. I don't know if you are Jonathan because his username is something similar. The GitHub username, I mean. But thanks for joining the stream. Right now, what I'm doing is I have an issue that I guess I talked about, which is there is not a single intent where source transaction hash or funds deposited event is indexed. So in yes, I thought so. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks for joining, Jonathan. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I was talking about the issue. This one single intent object is comprised of two events, which is filled filled relay and deposit funds. And what's happening is because I'm indexing past data, those might not be in order. So order is first funds deposited will be emitted on a chain and then filled relay. But in the as this indexer is indexing past data, those events are not in order, and that's why I'm facing this issue. Only way to figure that out is by actually like running the indexer. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. This you can see in the background, all these console logs. These are just for debugging, but I just kept it on right now. And yeah, that was today's plan, was that like to see if I'm getting correct data and if my logic was correct or not. Yesterday I found an error which was this. Yeah, which was the same error. Just no, same kind of error, but I was getting wrong results. Field relay event was getting indexed, but there was no event. There was no intent in the database, so it was throwing an error saying there is no there is no event, so I can't add anything, right? And that's where I fixed this part where it will update if intent is there. If not, then it will create dummy intent and push it to database. And another update was in this. If intent is there, then update it. If intent is not there, then create a dummy intent and push it. Dummy in the sense it's not dummy data, it's just part of the data is not filled. So these undefined fields will be fields will be filled in uh, this event instead of this. That was the plan. Okay, let's go back to okay, still nothing. I want to actually like see something. Let's remove this and see the data on Etherscan or RBScan. Okay, we get some data. Also, I can check the intent aggregate where oh no, I can't do that. I was hoping to raw I was hoping to see raw events in the indexer, but I'm not sure if those are saved or not in the database, or they are just after all the logic is done, they are discarded. Yeah, I guess raw intents are not there. Raw events are not there in the database. They are removed. Okay, that's that's I guess that's okay for now. Let's see block hash. There is nothing. We can go to RBScan. Oh no, we can go to RBScan, see a particular transaction intent. Let's run it. We have destination. We can see this transaction. What? It should be there. Let's say, oh, okay, wrong thing. We are, this is not Arbitrum, this is something else. Where destination chain ID is equal to 24161, and I can run it. And source chain ID is 1. So, no, field is called chain ID equal to 1. So all these intents are sent from Ethereum to Arbitrum. That's it. Let's run it and see when was it emitted. Okay, it was it was filled 39 seconds ago, and I'm pretty sure block number 22 million is not like 37 second 39 seconds ago. Etherscan will, then we need to go to block number. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I'll check docs. How to store them. Yeah, okay. So the issue is that uh, in config, I should have set up like more recent block for Ethereum instead of this block number 22.5 million, where view blocks indexer is just not caught up to the latest block. That's why I'm not getting any data. Okay, you see, it's 69 days ago. I should have thought about it. I should have got a block that was like a day or two old. It would have been quick. So source transaction hash not equal to this. Okay. Anyway, I guess I need to wait. Till then, I think I'll create a next project, Next.js, for the visualization. I want to create. My idea is to create an explorer, something similar to this relay link, I guess, and transaction. So how they have, like, you see, it updates every few seconds. So create something similar with across across an NVO. That's the idea. Let's see. Okay, Next.js, new folder, explorer, cd explorer, get started, installation, npx create across Explorer. I want to use TypeScript, want to use ESLint, ES for Tailwind. I don't know but what everyone uses by default for code, but I'll stick with source. App router, yes. Turbo pack, I don't know, but I'll just say yes. Import alias. Yeah, for import alias, just use no. Anyway, well, that is being done. Oh, sorry. Yes, okay. Now that both are caught up, we can see all the intents with source transaction hash. Okay, everything is good to go. Let me just check this. Indexer is correct. Indexer logic is correct, and it is saving all the data. So that's what I wanted. Okay, maybe something recent. I should get something recent. Can I? Yes, I can do order by. Then order by filled timestamp. Yeah. Now, where is this source transaction hash? Run it. Okay, we got a recent transaction from across protocol. MetaMask bridge. Somewhere here across is used. Yes, across spoke pool. Okay, that's good. It's indexing properly. Everything is synced. Now maybe I'll do the visualization afterwards, not on stream. But what I can do is I'll create a folder and add all the GraphQL queries there, which I need to use on front end. Okay, Excalibur. Let me think about what for Sankey charts. I don't know what I need. For address level analytics, I need all the intents for that particular address. So what I can do is I can modify this, remove the chain ID and source chain ID. Sorry, destination chain ID and chain ID. We can take a random depositor. Let's take this address as an example. and add it in the filters. So depositor equal to and recipient equal to, because we want all the intents coming and going to that address. So depositor, I'm not sure if it won't use it as and or condition. Okay, thanks for joining, John. Okay, that's great. Okay, back to this. What I was saying is, I think there isn't any logical or and or condition here. So this might create an issue. Instead, what we can do is we need to create two different, what is this? Two different queries to get all the intents for a particular address. Let's see. Let's see what's if that's correct or not. Recipient. Okay, we need to create two different queries. Two different queries to get all incoming and outgoing intents from an address. That's one. I don't know if we should have one more object like this. We have one intent, right? So one, we should have one for stats. It would be much quicker to get those statistics instead of just querying multiple times and doing the calculation. Yeah, also another thing, let me copy this address. We can get aggregate, where aggregate intent, aggregate where depositor address equal to this, and I want count. What? No, that's not possible. Or maybe it is. Let's see. We can add as recipient, count is same. Can we just get, we have 600,000 intents. Okay, let's see what's happening. If we have 600,000, why are we getting only one? Remove the recipient and depositor filters. Then get a random depositor. Collapse that query and change the depositor. Again, count is 1. Why are there should be a lot more people. I don't know why they are not there. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Just give me a second. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so we can get aggregate for incoming and outgoing intents, which is just this query. Use aggregate for depositor and then change this to recipient. Yeah. So, yeah, those are incoming. I'm not sure if that logic is correct or not, because in intent, like if that's a EOA, the same person is sending and receiving the intent, so there might be overlap. That's what I don't understand. Like there might be an issue where an address sends some token from one chain to another chain, but that address is different, and there is a condition where recipient and depositor are same, so that creates an overlap between those things where we don't get exact statistics about what's happening there. We have to put that in the logic. So current logic of indexer is not great for this. We have to change the logic in our across event handler file. So yeah, so here we need to change it and create basically, yeah, we need to create a different object called intent statistics where all of this is handled. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's see. Then we need to do the Sankey chart. For Sankey chart, we have two options. One is to create Sankey chart for USD value, but right now, as you can see, where is this? Remove this, start this, run. Yes, you can see the USD input and output value is null because I haven't integrated the price here, and that's why that's not possible. So we can do Sankey chart for number of intents sent. That's the idea. So let's see number of intents sent. Again, we are coming back to this. Logic will remain same. We just need to change, not change. We need to add chain ID filter equal to 1. Run it. Okay, 42, 61. Okay, wrong. This is a wrong example because this recipient didn't receive any tokens on Ethereum mainnet or Arbitrum mainnet. So that's the wrong idea. But I think you understood. Like Sankey chart has two parts. USD value is not feasible right now because we we haven't done. Sorry, I was showing you this. I was trying to show you this. We need to add chain ID filter to intent underscore aggregate query. Yeah, and other one was doing this using USD value, but right now it's price integration is not done. I want to do I want to update all the past intents with correct prices and recent ones also. So in the documentation, if you see docs.nvo, okay, .dev, there is a tutorial on price integration. Yes, price data. Okay, there are three ways to go about it. Where are they? Taking from Oracle, that's not feasible for updating the past data, but it's okay for updating current data. Dex pool, that's okay. I want I want to use this off-chain APIs and use something like CoinGecko or DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama is much better because it has that way, like Ethereum dot address of token. So if you go to DeFi Llama API, you can send any token address and chain, name of the chain, and it will return you the price of that token. It's much easier and you don't have to like find the names or all the things that are needed to if you check CoinGecko, let me just see. Yeah, you see here, we need token name, exact name without any like spelling mistakes. But with DeFi Llama, there won't be any spelling mistakes because you are just sending address of the token. So that's the plan to integrate DeFi Llama API for current prices and update past intents with appropriate USD price data using maybe Binance or something. Binance has that Binance Vision. Binance Vision. Yes, name is Binance Vision Spot Daily no K lines. BTC USDT. Okay, if you see, we can get like very accurate data, very accurate past data. That's why I want to use this, because it's much simple and I don't have to use any API credits. It's already there. It's in the zip file, but I'll create a I'll create a script for this, which gets 1 second data and updates past events. So 600,000 events I need to update. Yes, 600,000. No. Okay, let's see. That's the plan. I shown you queries for these two Sankey chart queries will be similar to aggregate but with filters for chain, but with filters for chains. Relayer analytics, I think let's get a relayer resolved by, no, okay, sorry, let's get this relayer and see aggregate. Where is the relayer? Exclusive relayer equal to this, and just see count how many. So this particular relayer had done 1560, filled 1560 intents. Can we check for a oh no, let's see. Yes, so this indexer had done 14,000, filled 14,000 intents. Again, that's wrong. Filled equal to true, and same relayer equal to true. False. Okay, now you see why I wanted relayer analytics page. So there is a concept in on Across protocol called exclusive relayer, which gives a relayer option to fill an intent exclusively for particular period of time, but that relayer might not fill that intent, right? Which is what we saw here. Same relayer is flag that I added to check if exclusive relayer and relayer that filled the intent is same or not. If I like remove this filter as 14,000, if I add that filter, it's 6179. So that's an issue, right? Where exclusive relayer is not actually filling the intent. Or let me add a comment. This might be due to us not having all the data. Right now we are just indexing two chains. Just give me a second. Okay. I was saying this relay might have filled all the intents, and I am wrong here. My logic is not wrong. We don't have enough data to get the correct output. That's what I wanted to say. So let's not make any judgment. Just keep that in mind. After we have all the data indexed, this will change, uh, or at least this should change. And yeah, that's why I wanted a Relayer analytics page where I can show anyone effectiveness of a Relayer and how many intents it has filled. So total intents, filled intents, and exclusively filled intents. Can we see, like, I wanted to I want to see intents that are filled by this relayer, where this relayer is not exclusive relayer. So what we need to do is relayer is not equal to this address. Exclusive relayer is not equal to this address, but where is this? Resolved by is equal to this. Okay, there are and same relayer is false. Oh, there are 17,000 events filled by this relayer, where it is not an exclusive relayer. Filled equal to true. Yes, that's a great. This is a great query, because I don't. I think, I hope what I'm saying is explained very well. If not, let me know if you have any questions, like what I'm talking about. But this is a good good example of why I wanted the Relayer analytics page. Intents filled by Relayer where exclusive Relayer failed to fill. What should be the next point? Okay, we can see resolved by. I want to see it on a chain. So 34, 39 intents are filled by this relayer on Arbitrum mainnet. 155 on Ethereum mainnet. Filled intent count by chain. Filled intent count by chain. That's good. Next, what should we have which is useful to people. Okay, for chain level analytics, it's the same thing again. We just have to use these aggregate queries and add chain ID filter. It will be same. Incoming intents, outgoing intents, outgoing USD value, incoming USD value. Should we have two different Sankey charts? Sankey charts for in incoming from chains and outgoing to chains. I don't know how useful this is, but I'm gonna add it anyway. Okay. What else am I missing? I'm not missing that much. Okay. I think that's about it. I have shown you guys all the queries that I have in mind, and last step is just creating creating the front end and deploying this. Yeah, deploying the indexer will be also good. You can always use a service that is provided by NVO. I also want to use it, but using I want to go through self-hosting part of docs. So there should be a tutorial on self-hosting. Yeah, self-hosting. They talk about all the things, and I'll just buy a VPS and try to run the indexer on that VPS. But maybe I shouldn't do that live. I don't know. Or I'll set up the VPS before and do the indexer setup on live. That's much better. Okay. I think I'll I'll end it early. Right now I don't have any other topic in mind. That's why. But let me know what do you think about this stream, how I can improve it, and if NVO team is watching, let me know what do you think about this, guys, and if I'm doing anything wrong while writing the indexer. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll decide on some topic and come back to it. Or sorry, we'll work on that tomorrow live here. Okay then. Have a nice day.